The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
Really over Supergirl reshoots. This is where a specific fandom, a specific cult is going to. It's over Supergirl reshoots, making sure, telling themselves that, oh my god, they need to do Supergirl reshoots because they know the movie is bad. Well, guys, I hate to break it to you. Reshoots are a standard thing in movies. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that movies are going under reshoots, adding in scenes, maybe actors or actresses' schedules cleared up for an additional scene that fits the movie, near the narrative of the movie, right? Reshoots, 2 weeks reshoots, only 2 weeks reshoots of Supergirl, and there's a specific fandom out there believing believing the idea that, oh my god, they know the movie is bad, so they have to do reshoots. Well, Marvel movies have done reshoots. Other DC movies have done reshoots. It's a standard thing in filming is reshoots. Okay, sometimes things don't work in what they shot, and sometimes you need to add things into the film that will fit the final product of the film. But of course, this is going to fit a specific fandom's narrative that this is not good for Warner Bros. They're always believing Warner Bros. Is going to sell that James Gunn's going to get fired. Yeah, I'm talking about the Snyder Cult. Okay, you got people like Oliver X. You got people like Harsh Critic, right? Aaron Fisher, and other Snyder Cult that are using the Supergirl reshoots as a grift to dunk on DCU, dunk on James Gunn, and dunk on Supergirl. When they say Supergirl is going to be a flop, okay? No, reshoots doesn't mean the movie's going to be a flop. It's not going to be successful. Reshoots is just a standard practice in filmmaking. Marvel's done it all the time, as I said. DC and other films have done it. It's always scheduled as they get schedules for the length of the film, the production of the film. Reshoots are always scheduled, and sometimes they're not. But then they did get scheduled, okay? And the actors and actresses are always told, yeah, there might be reshoots during this time, and sometimes if an actor and actress is not available, but to a specific time, they may wait to that specific time to get them involved. Now, obviously, the Supergirl reshoots, if you don't know, it's talking about David Cornstalk's Superman, right? We saw Superman in his first movie, David Cornstalk. We saw Supergirl make an appearance at the end of Superman to get Krypto back, because Krypto is Supergirl's dog. Superman was babysitting him because Supergirl was out in space, partying, having fun, getting drunk. Because she cannot get drunk on Earth due to the sun, right? All that. So out in space, where it's closer to a red sun or something like that, she could get drunk, right? And I know a lot of people don't. There's a lot of people that are not happy with the drunk party girl Supergirl, but this is inspiration from Tom King's Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and that's the kind of Supergirl we're getting related to here. I know in the comics she's technically older than Superman, but here she might still be older, but the maturity level is different. Obviously, you could tell. We'll see more of her in her movie where she probably will grow as a character, but according to Daniel RPK, okay, I'll show you Daniel RPK very briefly. Daniel Richmond's Daniel RPK. in 2 weeks, the 2 weeks of reshoots, Supergirl will probably add new scenes feature David Corset. So it's ready to say David Corset already filmed some scenes, but it's gonna be new scenes. New scenes. Okay. 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 And also the speculation is because the studio tour, Warner Brothers Studio to remove David Corset's Superman costume from his public exhibit. Because it's being used in production. Okay, so now that RPK, you take it a grain of salt. Believe if you want to believe him or not, I'm here going to say I don't believe everything he says. He's good at trailers, but his rumors are not true. Most of the time, his rumors don't come true. Whatever, you can disagree with me on that if you want, but I'm just saying what Brother I believes that his rumors are not true most of the time. Okay. And some other time I'll go over, but he got wrong. But Superman being in this film is not far-fetched at all. It's a strong possibility and a likely possibility he's going to be in this film. Don't know what role it's going to be. This is Supergirl's film. She is the star of the film. We can't have Superman overshadow Supergirl, but I still believe he'll be in this film in some capacity. Don't know what it is, and it could possibly lead to Superman Man of Tomorrow, where maybe she appears in that movie. I think it's just a strong possibility she appears in that movie, but don't let the people tell you that reshoots are a bad thing, okay? Okay? Reshoots, sometimes it can be. Captain America had a bunch of reshoots, Brave New World, a bunch of reshoots, and yeah, you could think about that movie. But mostly all Marvel movies have reshoots, right? DC movies and other movies have reshoots. Reshoots are about what worked and what doesn't work. Like in what they filmed already, what doesn't work, they see it. The producers, the editing process, the directors, they see what works. And they're like, yeah, we know what, we need to cut this out, or we need to reshoot this scene at a later date, or something like that. And maybe when somebody is available to participate for the reshoots or whatever, they're able to get him or her. But don't believe this narrative of the Supergirl reshoots is a guarantee this movie is going to fail next year. Okay? It's going to flop. It's going to prove that James Gunn is not the right man for this job, the head DCU. Don't believe that narrative. You know, there's always, okay, don't believe that. This is not me hating on Zack Snyder or basically James Gunn or anything like that. This is just me being objective here because it's just standard filmmaking. Reshoots are standard filmmaking. It's normal. But on YouTube, X, whatever, social media, there are fan accounts and there are stands, cults, whatever, that grift, whether they believe the grift or not, will use anything to bash on something they hate, they don't like. Okay? You could dislike something, but at least be honest about something you dislike. Just don't. This bashing on the DCU, bashing on James Gunn because of Supergirl reshoots is not a strong point you want to make because it makes you look foolish. Okay, makes you look foolish. Okay. Once again, I still believe Superman will be in the film, but it can make the film better, whatever, right? They think whatever the reshoots are going to make the film better. It's about what the overall product of the film, the overall final copy, the copy you're going to see in the theaters as viewers. The final, okay, and maybe for test screenings and stuff like that. First test screenings, and then we'll see what the reaction for test screenings, and maybe they'll fix some things up from test screenings and see what the final product is. But this is this reshoot as standard filmmaking. There's nothing about this is about, oh, it's going to fail, it's going to suck. No. It's just standard filmmaking. Okay, that's all. It's about making the film the best it can be. Okay, almost every film does it. A lot of comic book films do it. Okay. Heck, Avengers movies have done it. All right. That's okay. So, yeah, guys, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Thank you. This is Brother I speaking. And take care, guys.
Come on. Thanks for watching him, bitch.